Calamity, that old word for trouble, that word Mr. Gehring always said. Visiting Calamity, Swift boy? Name of the day, ain't it? Sunday, Monday, Calamity. Mr. Gehring made Calamity seem as common as a cloudburst. Nothing to be afraid of, he would say. Nothing at all. The worst near calamity I ever saw was when a truck full of sheep overturned on the corner of the Sissewa Road and Route 9. That rickety caravan turned right upside down, and there was a racket you never could imagine. Must have been 40-some sheep. Poor woolly critters, buying and bleeding for holy mercy, all trying to shove their upside-down selves out through them crisscrossing slats. Mr. Bristol, the busted driver, looked like a tangled pretzel, squeezing one arm and another, then a leg, wiggling to get through his smashed-out window. Sure, I seen calamities firsthand myself, and they turned out to be nothing bad. I figured Mr. Gehring's calamities never turned out all bad either. Or maybe that was just his way of handling things.
Act 1, Scene 1. Setting. Mid-morning at the riverbank near the flat rock, Swift and Mr. Gehring fish with poles in hand and buckets nearby. At rise, Swift stands at the river's edge, facing the audience as he fishes. Mr. Gehring is a few steps off, focused on his own line. Thunder rumbles in the distance.
Mr. Gehring, you hear that thunder?
Must be up on either way. Don't worry, it's far off.
He casts his line over the Orenda River in a smooth motion. They fish for a while. Swift pulls in a rock bass. Mr. Gehring lands a perch.
Getting windy out there.
Whitecaps whipping up.
Thunder grows closer. The sky darkens.
Got your pole and bucket, boy?
Yes, sir, I got him.
Good, grab 'em quick.
Why's that, Mr. Gehring?
Look there, see them black buffalo clouds rolling in? Black, smoking buffalo clouds. Whooping storm coming our way. We're gonna get wet, Swift, and if that's all we get, we're lucky. Come on, boy.
They scramble up the muddy bank with their gear.
Dang it, I left my pipe on that flat rock. Swift, boy, it's my lucky fishing pipe. I'm gonna have to make a run back for it.
Mr. Gehring, I'll run back and get it for you.
No, you wait right here, Swift. I know right where I left it. Now you just hang on here. I won't be gone but 3 minutes.
The rain begins.
Okay, I'm waiting here. Hurry back.
Mr. Gehring heads down the bank and disappears behind the rushes.
Mr. Gehring, can you hear me? Mr. Gehring?
Swift drops his bucket and pole and runs down the slope. Swift reaches the riverbank. Mr. Gehring is in the water, reaching for the flat rock.
Hold on, Mr. Gehring. Grab my hand. Grab my hand.
They struggle. Swift pulls while Mr. Gehring shimmies.
Up, Mr. Gehring, up.
Mr. Gehring slips, then regains footing.
Up, Mr. Gehring, up.
Mr. Gehring climbs out, soaked and sputtering.
Swift, boy, save me. Lord, have mercy, you saved me.
Never mind, Mr. Gehring. You're alive. That's all that matters. Let's go.
It was thundering like the world was going to split in two. Barbed wire veins of lightning looked like they were setting all of Otis County to the electric chair. Cow fields and cornfields were lit up in purple haze, and hay bales were catching a glow like UFOs. The rusted, spindly merry-go-round at Gwendon Pond, it was spinning round, all on its own.
The wind rises.
Buffalo clouds rolling in. Come on, Swift, boy.
They run along the strawberry paths. Wind howls. Bramble whips at them. A violent gust slams them against the milk shed.
That wind picked us clean off the path.
Mr. Gehring folds over him, shielding him with the bucket. Debris flies. A milk can tips and rolls in the wind.
Watch out, loose shingles, metal roofing.
A motorcycle frame whips past.
That's a Harley, flying like a toy.
Ronald Jensen appears in orange slicker gear.
Ronald Jensen!
Ronald moves toward the shed door and gets them inside. Dim light. 2 rows of cows in a herringbone pattern. Ronald latches the tarp door, hands them flannel rags, mixes Swiss Miss into steaming cups. He tosses them each a pack of nuts.
Our eyes was adjusting now. 20-some cows looking at us in that slow, doleful way they do. Their big, saggy brown eyes glowing moonlight, but not scared none. Calamity weren't in their vocabulary. Warm, steamy milk sheds weren't smelling bad when you got safety. Cow dung, grains, hay, sweet sassafras, cow milk, all of it mixing up with that licorice-like smell off Jensen's jacket. Mr. Gehring and Ronald Jensen was different, but they both took care of what was round them, what was round him was farm.
The cows need milking. They set to work.
Ronald, you remember when the Gwendolyn place got struck by lightning?
Yep, I do.
You saw it burning yourself, Ronald?
I did. Saw it right from my bedroom window.
You've been, what then, 7 or 8?
48, wasn't it?
48, that's right.
Must have been 8 then. You seen it too.
Only saw the tail end. Flora wouldn't let me out the door. You remember my second wife, Flora, Ronald?
The one always wearing fancy dresses.
Yep, that's the one. Well, Flora started hollering, saying it weren't no matter that the old mansion was burning down on account of nobody was living there anymore. Told me I'd be the crazy firecracker going up in smoke next if I went out the house. She was spooked on account of all them Wyndham ghost stories. You heard the stories about Wyndham Swift?
Not much. Darla told me something about the mansion that burned down, and I heard about the Gwendolyn ghost, the one that floats over the Orenda.
Ghosts.
Ghosts, you say, Ronald? Ghosts? I only ever heard of one ghost myself. Old Miss Wyndham, the one my Flora was spooked by. Were there more?
There were a couple of ghosts, as far as I ever knew.
Well, I'll be darned. You learn something new every day. Tell us what you know about Wyndham, about those couple of ghosts of Wyndham Place, Ronnie.
The other one, she was a girl. A young girl. I heard her through the wind sometimes, laughing soft, sweet-like. Our property runs west up against Wyndham's farm and the road down to the river. When I was young, hardly did I go across, but sometimes my ma, she'd send me. She'd be wishing for pussy willows or cuts of lilac from them 3 lilac trees there in the road just on the other side of Wyndham Pond. She'd want a spray to put the sweet scent round our place. Said it weren't exactly trespassing if I was quick, and a few cuttings weren't stealing. The real sin, she said, was letting them go to wasted. So I'd climb over the stone wall and cross on down over by the creek. If the coast was clear of George Neblick, the caretaker then, I'd head up the hill and go snipping. Well, it was one of them times, once I reached the pond when I heard her. Heard the ghost girl laughing in the wind.
Did you ever see the ghost girl, Ronnie? Where was she? By the lilacs?
Nope, never did see her. Only ever heard her voice and laugh, sounding almost like music. Over near the merry-go-round by the pond. I'd hear her laughing, but when I looked up, I couldn't see nothing. Only the merry-go-round, turning, turning, all by itself.
Turning all by itself. I saw it turn all by myself today, during the storm, on account of the wind. You sure it weren't just the wind, Mr. Jensen?
I thought the same, but even when there weren't no wind at all, I'd hear her laughing, and still, them 3 little horses were spinning, spinning, round on their own. It was an odd-like thing.
Well, I say you were lucky, Ronald. Lucky to be hearing a sweet ghost girl. I bet them lilacs smelled sweeter and them pussy willows softer for all the hush and strum of that ghost girl. Now I'm gonna be keeping my eyes and ears open for her myself. Maybe she'll show up in my cornfields one of these days. Reckon I need to be keeping quieter, not to scare the ghost girl away.
Was a long time since I heard the ghost girl. She might have taken over to your fields, Willie.
Glints of light break through the windows.
Swift, you hear? There's more out in the world than meets the eye.
We was done with ghost telling for the day. Through the shed window, I could see the fields and trees were coming back green. The sky was washed blue while the tail ends of the buffalo clouds turned pink and wispy before disappearing altogether at once. I liked the way the earth and the sky was looking after a storm cleared. More than that, I liked the way the earth smelled. That wet earth smell.
Time to head out and see the light of day.
Yep, would be time.
He picks up his big axe. They step out of the shed and walk toward the home-free tree.
Ain't safe.
You're right, she split near him too.
It'll need to come down.
would be posing a danger next time it's storming.
They clear branches. They examine the frayed yellow ribbons.
It can wait until tomorrow. Jeannie might want to be taking what's left of the ribbons first. They're for her brother Ronnie, you know, him being off at war.
Never mind, son. The oak's got seeds, same as all of life. She ain't gonna die exactly. We'll find another place for them ribbons. Now come on over here. Help us get this Harley up from the mud puddle.
They lift the Harley together. Swift hoses it clean. Lights shift. Later, Swift and Mr. Gehring walk along River Road.
Swift boy, I want you always remembering now. You got the strength of the Orunda in you.
Why's that, Mr. Gehring? The name got meaning?
It does. Orunda's meaning power. You've seen your own strength when you pulled me up from the river. And I won't be never forgetting. Now you remember the saying. You remember your strength, boy.
I won't forget, Mr. Gehring. I won't forget.
They part ways at the corner of River Road and Jay Hill. Mr. Gehring heads down toward his place, tucked behind the elm and walnut trees. Swift walks alone up Jay Hill Road. The storm has passed.
I wished I could have saved Mr. Gehring's lucky fishing pipe, even though he said it didn't matter. I got to thinking on the home free yoke and Randy Keene and the war, so many things I couldn't fix, but I kept tossing and turning them around in my head. Finally, I came around to remembering the ghost girl and wondering if she were real, or just Mr. Jensen's imagination playing tricks on him.
A faint melody drifts in on the wind. Swift pauses, listening to the music. A truck engine roars up the hill. Headlights sweep across the road.
Get on the road, kid!
Swift jumps, slips in the ditch, scrambles up. The stranger approaches. Dark hair, gray shirt with a black horse, a long red barbed wire scar up his arm.
Watch where you're going! You popped out of nowhere!
He pulls Swift up roughly.
Is your truck all right? Sounds like my pa's truck did when he got a carburetor leak one time.
He notices a row of silver skulls on the truck.
Ain't got no carburetor leak. Just some dirt in the fuel line. And a dragon muffler.
Oh, that's not so bad.
What do you know, kid?
Go on, mister.
What's that you said?
I said, go on. We can get your fuel line cleared just down the hill at the station on the other side.
The music returns, drifting on the wind. Both hear it.
Where's that coming from?
You never heard about the ghost we got here? Could be a ghost girl here in the thicket. Listen to that music in the wind. That's a ghost girl telling you she's near, and she's watching.
Cut it out, kid. Cut it out about your ghost girl.
He jumps in his truck and peels off down the road. Swift listens to the music, moving across the stage, trying to locate the sound.
Old stone quarry.
Lights shift. The quarry appears with mossy ledges, slate walls, a hush after the storm. Swift climbs through the thicket, up towards the ledge. The mist clears. A girl stands on a moss-trimmed rock, playing a silver flute. Swift shifts. His shoe sole flips. A stone shoots loose, clattering near her.
Are you throwing stones at me? Hey, you okay there? Are you looking for someone? Can you talk? You okay? What you want? Brenda. Hello. Guess you can keep good company alone in here with them echoes. Well, hello, hello, hello. You weren't throwing a stone my way. No, it was my shoe gear. Looking like you need yourself some better shoes. Better go barefoot like myself. You okay then? You look wet as a ghost. I think so. Just slippery up here after the storm. Hold on, I'll be down. Hi, I'm Natalie. Hi, I'm Swift. Swift Odell. Nice to meet you. Odell? You Irish? You look Irish. Mostly so. My pa is, but my mom's part Indian. Indian? Then you're a mix like me. A mix like you. French and Mohawk, mostly as far as I know. Where'd you come from? I haven't seen you around here before. Up by Lake Susquian. You know that way? Lake Susquian? Up to the Adirondacks? Pretty nice up that way. You just passing through? No, I moved here a week ago. I'm living here on Jig Hill now. You're living on Jig Hill? Where? Down by the gas pump near the other side.
Swift hesitates, thinking of the tar paper houses leaning in on each other.
Oh, I know where you live then. You're lucky to live so close to the gas pump store. I haven't been in there yet, but my pa's been in there to pick up things. My friends Hop and Luann and Fox run it. They're nice folks. And how come you're at the quarry after such a storm? I've been coming here all week to play my flute. I like the way it sounds in here. It sounds great. Thanks. Between you and me, I need to keep my flute a secret. Why's that? My pa's been having some hard times, and I don't want to sell it. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. Doesn't your pa know you got it? No, before I left Seskian, my music teacher said I had promise. She told me to keep the flute and play it every day, so I kept it. Pa doesn't know. That's my secret. I can keep a secret, and you can come our way and meet everyone on Jig Hill. I got 2 sisters, Danny and Darla. You got brothers and sisters? Nope, just me and my pa. My ma died some time ago. Hey, that's okay. Don't feel bad. I was only 3. I got a great pa. His name is Pa Bouvet. Soon enough, you'll know him. He has a black truck with silver skulls on the side. Well, I guess I need to get on back. You coming over the top? Yep. There's a shortcut from the top ledge, but it's muddy through the thicket. Better go out to Pipsisua. Come on, I'll walk back around with you.
They leave the quarry and step onto the dirt road, walking together as the light softens.
Pipsisua waggled back and forth over the back of Jig Hill before splintering off towards Parsons Creek and Route 9. Some folks called it Pepsi Road for short, and that weren't far wrong. Pipsisua had been used in Pepsi soda once a time. My ma, Evelyn, still used the leaves for tea. Bitter wintergreen. The plant got shiny, jagged leaves, little pink flowers with a star shape underneath them. Other folk might be calling it King's Cure, Love in Winter. I guess some names were true and some weren't, but they all had their history.
They walk down the dirt road.
Natalie and me set out along our way. Milkweed pods was hanging low like feather pillows bent through the wash. We ripped one open and set its silky hairs to float, then blew up wishes. Natalie looked happy, so I tried to put my worry aside.
The countryside glows after the storm.
The countryside was wild with flowers tousled up by the thunderstorm, some luckier than others. Up by Duffy's trout pond, I seen a jack in the pulpit without the jack, then a batch of black-eye Susans with only their black eyes left to bat. Weren't all sorry, though. Some flowers was unfurling fresh and bright in the late-day sun. Purple asters and Shasta daisies waving long carpets of purple and white. Queen Anne was still out making lace, and goldenrod needed Loyal by her side. Near the wood, Natalie found cinquefoil, 5 hearts to a flower.
Swift spots a Pipsisua plant, pulls it gently, wraps it in birch bark.
Keep this growing in a tin can until we can plant a garden, a Pipsisua garden. Why, thank you kindly. Pipsisua. That's a tongue twister, ain't it, Swift? It's a twister, all right. So's Pepsi Pipsy. Try saying that fast. Pepsi Pipsy, Pepsi Pipsy, Pepsi Pipsy.
They round the bend. Up ahead, a tall, thin woman approaches.
Hi, I think we're neighbors. I'm Natalie Bouvet. Hi, I'm Swift, from just up the hill.
The woman squints, clutching her purse tight.
Violet Finley.
You walking to the quarry? Sure is pretty in there after the rain.
Just walking.
Nice to meet you then, Miss Finley. Enjoy your day.
Violet shakes her head and trots off.
Something odd about that woman, isn't there, Swift? Something odd. She's got a husband. You seen him? Usually holding the paper bag. Drinking? I reckon.
He stops himself, remembering where Natalie lives. They leap across the last of splintered ties and reach the station. The light shifts toward late afternoon. Hank Hop Fox is wiping a windshield.
Swift, how you doing?
Fine, Mr. Fox. And you?
Oh, keeping out of trouble.
He steps over where Swift and Natalie stand.
You Paul Beauvais' daughter?
Yes, sir, I am.
Well, if you don't mind, go inside and talk to Luann. Your pa left a jar of coffee on the counter. You can take it home.
Thank you, sir.
She skips toward the pump store. Hop leans closer to Swift.
You're friends with this girl, Swift?
Just starting to be.
She looks sweet enough, but you take care of her pa. He left in a huff today, swearing at the slow service, saying our gas prices were too high. Reckon they're on hard times, but I say the man's rough. Haven't seen the lights since Hawkstrop.
Hot straw hopper. The one folks say comes down off Teardrop Peak.
That's the one.
Natalie returns, shivering slightly.
Thank you, Mr. Fox, for telling me about the coffee. May I bother you for something?
No harm in asking. What's that you're after?
May I take one of your empty tin cans for my plants?
Don't need to ask for tin cans, girl. Take as many as you want.
Thank you, sir.
She grabs a tin can, twirls, and runs up the narrow walk toward her house. Swift watches her go. Act 1, Scene 2. Setting, the Odell home, a small red farmhouse at the top of Jig Hill. Late afternoon light. A family dog barks somewhere on the property. At rise, Swift hops up the porch steps, breathless and muddy from the long day. Ma opens the screen door, wiping flour from her hands.
Dusk was settling in, dusting the houses and trees with charcoal and wrapping the hills in a smoky gray violet. Crickets and katydids hummed through the thicket, while Jig Hill's own choir of whippoorwills was setting the stage for their trilling concert. When I reached our porch, the smell of dinner drifted through the screen door.
Good, you're home, Swift. You make it back to Mr. Gehring's place before that wild storm?
Only to Jensen's.
Well, good enough. Come on in. Darla and Danny are over at Mrs. Gray's helping with the sewing for Gracie's wedding.
Swift steps inside. The kitchen glows warm. Pie crust strips rest on the counter. Pa enters and goes to the sink to wash his hands.
Who'd you say Gracie was marrying, Ma?
Sam Willow Tree.
What's this I hear? Gracie's gonna be a willow tree?
No, Pa. She's gonna be Mrs. Gracie Willow Tree.
Oh, good. Don't need Gracie growing extra limbs.
How was it over at work today, Pa?
That bin was something else. Blew about half the trash across the highway. Had to go chasing an old mattress. Bed spring shaking loose, bouncing like pogo sticks. Boingy, boingy. Then a stack a mile high, them disposable pie tins from the church ice cream social flew off. They all went spinning through the air like little frisbees. Near cut my ear off.
For real?
I ain't pulling your leg, but don't worry, I ducked. I'm fine. Then for the love of Pete, who but Miss Elaine Shakley shows up, wading through the muck with her hair tucked up under a pink shower cap and wrapped in a giant rain cape 3 times her size.
What was she doing out there in the storm, Pa?
Hollering over the gale. She said she was warming back the old lamp she dropped off last week. Took me 10 minutes to dig it out from under a sopping wet pile of drywall.
All right, that's enough circus for one day, Wayne. Supper's ready. Wash up, Swift.
We were lucky. We were happy and had enough. Before I went to sleep that night, a thought ran through my head. Foolish maybe, but it didn't matter none. Natalie Odell. Early the next morning, I hopped on my bike and sped over to my friend Gundy's house. He lived on Betty Brook Road, past Jensen's farm and the Wyndham place. His stone house was my favorite in all of Otis, built in 1802, once a stop on the Underground Railroad. People seeking freedom rested there by day, safe in its thick stone walls.
He arrives at Gundy's yard. Gundy is tinkering with his bike.
What's up, Gun? Your bike alright?
Nope, chain ain't catching right. I can fix it later though. You look like you got an SO66 mission on your mind.
You want to help me find something Mr. Gehring lost in the river?
Sure, Swift. What's that?
This lucky fishing pipe. I was hoping we could use your double scooper.
Double scooper coming up. SO66 to the fix.
They follow the footpath down the hill.
I met a new girl at the quarry yesterday.
You did?
Yup, a girl named Natalie. She was playing her flute on the rocks. Sounded like nothing I ever heard.
The girl here with family then?
Her ma died a while back. Now it's just her and her pa. They're living in the row houses by the station.
They hop across Throne Creek. Ducks waddle ahead of them.
Why are they here? You asked where her pa does?
Nope. Once she told me her ma died, I didn't want to ask more. She said he was going through hard times. But I met him on Jig Hill before I met her, and well, he ain't seemed so nice.
Mean then?
Mean to begin, and then some. Even Mr. Fox gave me warning. He said he ain't seen the like since Hawk Strawhopper.
Jeez, that's being alright. You're living in them tar paper houses?
Second one up from the stations, next to the Prebbles.
Folks in that row usually get evicted for not paying. Finlay's been there the longest, but Mr. Finlay's drunk day and night, and his wife hardly comes out.
Violet?
Uh-huh. Something's rough about her, too. Maybe from all the hardship.
They all like that? Hard times for them living in the row houses?
Some might be drifters, some just never feel at home.
You think this girl will be sticking around?
If her pa's got reason to, and if they feel at home.
They reach a small rise, Gopher Knoll. Beyond it lies the old cemetery, Bittersweet.
Bittersweet had only 8 or 9 stones still standing. One for Rutherford Bitter, one for Rufus Sweet. That's how it got its name.
They climb the knoll, then freeze.
Gundy, that's him.
Who's that him?
Her pa, Natalie's pa, in the graveyard.
What's he doing there?
I had to find him.
They crouch low. Mr. Bouvet kneels by a child's grave, the one with the broken angel. He brushes the stone gently, traces the wings, and then bows his head, hands steepled. A long moment. Then he rises and walks away. When he's gone, Swift and Gundy creep forward. They read the stone.
Icky repose, Camille, 3 June 1891 to 10 May 1899.
What's that mean? Icky repose?
Don't know, but she weren't but 8.
They study the angel, one arm broken, wings intact, a stone star pinning a veil.
Camille who?
There must be a connection.
They exchange a look, both curious and uneasy.
Come on, we still got our mission.
They hurry off toward the river. The riverbank. Swift and Gundy scoop through the shallows with Gundy's double net invention. Dragonflies flicker above, ducks scatter.
Dang it, Gun. All we're turning up is them go devils. Should have brought our poles instead.
Hold up. What's your lucky number?
7, I guess?
Well, then we'll dunk in 8. Always go 1 past the hope mark. Past the wishing, things come around.
On the 8th scoop, a white speck gleams in the muck. They lift it like miners panning gold.
Holy Moses, look at that.
It's Mr. Garing's pipe. Swift rinses it, wipes it clean, and pockets it. Lights shift. They run across cornfields, breathless, toward the old farmhouse.
What you rascal doing out there? Come on in and help me eat my lunch.
They leap onto the porch under the canopy of elms and into the kitchen. Mr. Garing has on a faded denim apron with the words Will's Grill on it.
Dogs and beans, sauerkraut, pickles, and plenty Iola for you. Hungry, boys?
I am now that I smell it.
Good and hungry here.
Hungry cats can't wait for mice to fix their ties. Eat up. What have you 2 rascals been up to today?
Swift kicks Gundy under the table to keep it quiet.
Just making most of the morning. Corn's up high.
Higher than the elephant's eye. Mighty fine topsoil our Arenda provides. We're blessed for it. Vital, in fact. You boys care to hear some fiddling next weekend?
Sure.
Yes, sir.
It'll be the Naughty Vine Fiddlers from the Catskills this year. We'll drive to Wixton. Everyone will be jigging.
You jigging too?
If I ain't stiff in the joints, I will be.
Mr. Garing, I can't jig worth a lick. I ain't got but 2 left feet.
2 left feet's all you need, boys.
He hops up, demonstrating a jig. The boys crack up laughing.
Mr. Garing, you could get a mule horse jigging.
They continue eating. Swift eyes Gundy not to let on to the surprise.
Mr. Garing, you reckon your pipe sank?
Yep, sank for sure.
Swift can't hold back a grin. He pulls the white pipe from his pocket with a mermaid carved around the bowl. Mr. Garing leaps up, eyes wide.
That's it! That's my pipe, boys!
He holds it like gold. Swift and Gundy beam at each other, grins stretching like licorice. Porch swing. A warm breeze through the elms. Swift and Gundy sit with Mr. Garing, who rocks gently, pipe in hand.
You boys been hearing news about Tuttle's place?
Haven't heard anything, Mr. Garing.
Nope.
Well, there's been a robbery at Mike and Ruby's last night.
No, a robbery?
Afraid so. They was over to Franklin visiting Ruby's mother. Come home after dark. Ruby went up to her room and things were all out of place. Jewelry box open, garnet ring gone, charm bracelet gone. Something else costly.
Any suspects?
Not a one. Quiet down Pepsi Road at night. Thieves likely slipped in and out without a soul seeing them.
Think we ought to lock our doors?
Wouldn't hurt for her now, and tell your families to tuck away valuables. Enough of that. I'm heading to Jensen's to help with the yoke. You boys want to see a tree felling? Come on.
The Jensen farm. A small crowd gathers. Jeannie Jensen wipes her eyes. Mr. Gehring steps to Jeannie holding the yellow ribbon from the oak.
Now, Jeannie, we'll be putting the ribbon up near the pinwheel today. Everyone will see it there. Every one of us will be keeping Randy in our hearts.
Jeannie nods, steadier. County workers finish placing cones and signal the go-ahead. The community quiets. Ronald Jensen steps forward with his axe. He swings high, then low, with steady, practiced blows. The old oak groans. One final strike. The tree flails, then falls, with a long, heavy collapse towards the cow paddock. Silence. Ronald lowers the axe, chest heaving, visibly relieved. Everyone stands together, looking out where the home-free oak once stood. The Jensen farm. County workers clear branches from the road. Swift, Gundy, the Jensens, Mr. Gehring linger nearby. A shout erupts off stage.
What's going on out there? Move it!
The black truck with silver skulls barrels into view. Mr. Bouvet jumps out, furious, pacing like a bull. Jeannie Jensen tries to calm him.
Mister, we need a minute.
I don't have a minute. The road ain't your front porch.
Mr. Gehring steps forward, offering a hand.
Now, can you hold on here for just a few more minutes? We're near done.
Mr. Bouvet ignores the hand. Swift step forward, trembling but firm.
Mister, I know your girl, Natalie. She's my friend.
Stay away from him.
He climbs back into the truck, revs the engine. The jagged red scar on his arm catches the light.
Step back, boy.
The workers finish. Mr. Bouvet guns the engine and tears away.
Mercy.
Lights shift. Swift and Gundy walk the road.
Seems like the girl you met could be a fallen star. With a paw like that, it ain't looking easy. You better catch her before her light goes out.
Act 1, Scene 3. Setting, the row houses and interior of Natalie's house. At Rise, Swift hops off his bike and hides it in the bushes beside St. Agnes, an abandoned chapel. He crosses toward the row houses. Swift steps uneasily onto the porch. It tilts under him. He steadies himself. He reaches through a hole in the wire mesh of the screen door and knocks twice, then harder 3 times. Natalie appears, peering out from the dim interior.
Swift, come in.
Swift enters.
Care for a drink of water? We ain't got our fridge yet. Sorry, there's no ice. Tap's plenty cool enough, Natalie. Thanks.
Swift glances toward the kitchen pantry, relieved to see a back door.
You feeling like seeing the other side of the hill? We can get some snacks at this top right. Are we allowed in there, Swift? Ain't it a motel? Sure we're allowed. You'll know Bev Gray soon enough. She's real nice. It's usually not too busy. Okay then, I just need to get my flute. I'll be right back.
She runs up the narrow stairwell. Swift glances around. A single chair, a chewed-up sofa. He moves closer to a cluttered table stacked high with objects.
Fancy things. Antiques, it seemed. Silver platters, candlesticks, china, crystal goblets, a letter opener, quilled pen, wax stamps, most with the letter G.
A sudden sound outside. Tires skidding, a motor cutting off. Swift pulls the curtain.
Black truck. Natalie, I'll meet you outside.
He bolts for the back door and leaps from the back step.
And you twisted my ankle landing in a patch of burdock. No time to spare. I scrambled through the quagmire.
He crouches low in the brush.
I waited 4, 5, 6 minutes and more. Worry gripped me. Natalie trapped in that decrepit house like a trapeze artist without a bar, a tightrope walker without a line.
He looks up toward the house.
I hoped for a signal from an upstairs window, but all the tattered shades were down.
Swift crouches low in the brush behind the row houses, waiting.
The patch where I hid was turning inhospitable. Fire ants were stinging my feet. The noonday sun was blistering overhead.
He starts to move toward the road, staying low. Mr. Finlay crosses the stone-strewn road.
You got business here.
Swift turns, sweat running down his back.
Just looking for my missing cat.
Finlay steps closer, cigarette smoke curling around his face. His shirt is bleach-stained, half-buttoned, his trousers loose and worn.
That dead one down the road.
One eye squints shut, the other wanders. A whiff of whiskey drifts towards Swift.
I better be taking a look then.
Finlay shuffles in loose shoes held together with masking tape and rubber bands. A sudden roar of buzzing rises. A summer swarm of honeybees lifts outside Natalie's place, a large shifting mass. Natalie lifts her window shade. Her eyes meet Swift. She gives a small wave, then lowers the shade as the swarm passes.
You looking for the girl then?
What girl are you talking about?
One cat missing, one out of the bag. Now biscuits. You mind your business. I keep my eye on the place. She's my neighbor. Stay away.
Don't know what you're talking about. Just here to find my cat. Anyway, I need to get going.
Better jump then, so you don't catch fire.
Finlay flicks his cigarette to the ground and turns back to his row house. Swift runs, taking the shortcut toward the gas station. The gas station is quiet. One car pulls away as Hop heads inside. Swift follows.
Come on in.
Luann sits behind the counter beside a fan.
Hi, honey. A hot one out there.
Sure is. Got cooled down with a nice pop.
Help yourself.
The door opens. Officer Roscoe enters. Hop straightens.
Afternoon, officer. Coffee? Something cold?
I'm here on call. Second robbery down on River Road.
River Road. Hardly any houses down there.
Not in Joe's Fort. Where at?
Mr. Gehring's place about 30 minutes ago.
Mr. Garrett's house. I was just there for lunch.
Where are you, boy?
With my friend Gundy. Then we went to see the oak fountain.
And after that?
I went to call on a friend. Up the road. Her pa came home, so I left.
Officer, you aren't suspecting the boy. We known him all our life. Never missed a thing in this store.
No, not suspecting him. Just gathering information. Did you see anyone on the road?
No.
Tracks in the mud weren't his size. Fresh oil, too. Not sure it's related.
Someone robbed Mr. Gehring in broad daylight?
Thieves work day and night. Any strangers around, Mr. Fox? Anyone in for an oil change?
Hop and Luann exchange a look. One name hangs in the air. Paul Bouvet.
Only locals lately, officer. Don't want to start rumors.
Understood. Just keep an eye out.
The door swings open. Natalie enters, breathless.
Swift! Oh good, you're here. Sorry I took so long. No need for sorry. Something wrong? We'll talk later.
Natalie, isn't it?
Yes, sir. I'm the one you let take a tin can.
The tin can florets. Bet you fixed your plan up nice.
It got a place.
That's what matters. Your pa been home today?
In and out. You need him?
Been home most of the afternoon?
No, sir. He's been out on business, but he's home now. Want me to get him?
No, just wondering if he'd be coming in. We got a special on his coffee.
Maxwell Household Special. I'll tell him.
Sweetie, want a nice pop? Swift will show you on the house for anyone from Joe's Fork.
Thank you, Mrs. Fox.
You're welcome, hon. Sure you don't want coffee for the road?
Thank you kindly. But I do need to be on my way. I'll be patrolling the vicinity.
He exits. A wave of hot, gasoline-laced air sweeps in. Swift glances toward the road.
Natalie, where's your flute? My bike's over at the old chapel. Come on, I'll give you a ride.
Act 1, Scene 4. Setting, the Stop Right Inn. A small front office with a souvenir case and no clerk in sight. At Rise, Swift grabs his bike. Natalie climbs on behind him, arms around his waist. He pedals hard up Jig Hill. They crest the top, then coast down the far side toward the inn. Swift rings the bell. They browse the glass case, looking at ashtrays, keys, chains, magnets, change purses, and pens with little boats floating inside them.
Hey, I've seen pens like these before. Them boats move when you shake them. Boats on the Orenda? You like them? I do. She's got fossils and arrowheads too. They're amazing. And that one, that's petrified wood. Ancient wood. Too bad we ain't looking that way once we're ancient. Skeletons just ain't the same. I'd be a petrified tree any day to a pile of bones.
He rings the bell again. No answer.
Looks like Mrs. Gray's busy. Do you want to go down to the riverside? We can try again on the way back.
Sure. They coast down Jig Hill toward River Road. Swift slows at the first rows of pines.
This here's Freddie Zagor's tree farm. We can cut through on foot.
They walk into the pines. Cool shade.
Nice. The scent of pines. Reminds me of Lake Seskian. We smelled pines day and night there.
I'll have to take you to the forest of dueling frogs, over towards Parsons Creek. Thick with pine in there too.
The forest of dueling frogs? Why's that?
There's a pond in the woods where the frogs roll like clansmen, croaking like there's no tomorrow, each with their own set of bagpipes.
Frogs with bagpipes. Now you've got some imagination, Swift.
Reckon I do. I used to tell my sister that there are moats and castles in the ant mounds, tiny knights hiding in the clover.
Not everyone sees whole other worlds the way you do.
Might not, but you do, right?
See other worlds? I guess so. At least, I see the way it could be. Not sure about frogs with bagpipes, though.
They walk deeper into the pines. Light darkens. They emerge onto River Road in the twilight. A coppery glow washes the fields. The wind moves through the stalks like strumming from a hand above. Natalie stretches her arms wide, leaning back into the breeze.
You surrendering your soul to the river zephyrs?
River zephyrs? Good Lord, where do you get the word, Swift? I just love the wind. And ain't the sky a painting?
Sure is. We might catch the rest of the sunset from the flat rock. Gotta run.
Let's go.
They race down the bramble path past the old Wyndham place until they reach the stone wall by the merry-go-round. The carousel horses rock slowly in the low wind, their chipped colored stones catching the last gold rays.
You hear about the Gwendons yet, Natalie?
What's that you say, Swift?
Nothing important. Just asking if you heard of the Gwendon. Hey, you alright?
Did you say Gwendon?
Oh, you heard the ghost stories then? I didn't mean to scare you.
No, I ain't heard nothing about ghosts. Who were the Gwendons?
They were a rich family who lived up the road. See over there, the tall evergreens in 2 rows?
Yes, I see them.
There used to be a mansion between those rows. Burned down 20, 30 years ago. Last one living there was Miss Catherine Gwendon. Folks say her ghost still wanders the Aranda. And her sister too. Mr. Jensen swears he heard something. Once when he was a kid. Probably just a wind. But I never seen him. Not even with my wild imagination. So, don't worry.
Now Natalie is pale, frozen, staring at the carousel horses rocking in the wind.
Natalie, you alright? What's the matter?
I'm a Gwendon Swift.
What did you say?
I only said I'm a Gwendon Swift, but I ain't no ghost.
I thought you was Natalie Bouvet.
I am Natalie Bouvet, but my mom, she was a Gwendon. Camille Gwendon. I ain't heard nobody say the Gwendon name in a long time. Just shocks me, that's all.
That's amazing. There can't be too many Gwendons in the world. Might be you're related to the ones from here.
Pa told me we was coming to Otis to find Ma's family. Said there'd been a feud. But once we got there, he said we was taking a rest from looking. Reckon he didn't want me knowing they wasn't around no more. Or if they was only floating.
Being a ghost might not be so bad. I always wondered what it would be like to float.
Spirits is meant to be free, not trapped here on Earth.
So, you're kin. They was from Canada?
Canada ain't far from the ads. Folks been crossing that border forever. Lots of mixing, too. I got mixed blood on both sides. Bouvet and Gwendon. Only Bouvet was proud of the Mohawk blood. Some Gwendons, they wasn't.
Gwendons was Mohawk?
One of Ma's kin, a French-Canadian. He married a Mohawk woman. His family was rich, educated. Hers was poor, you know, robbed of their chances. Nobody accepted the marriage, so they left Canada.
How come your mom didn't know where they went?
They ran away, left behind a boy with his grandparents, and took the 2 girls. If that ghost lady here is my Gwendon, she'd be my mom's great aunt.
Your family got mystery, all right.
Mystery, but no money. And looks like the family here didn't leave any either. But money ain't everything, right?
Life's what you make of it. It's getting late. We better head back. We can go to the Flat Rock tomorrow. I want to hear the rest of your mom's story.
I should be heading home. Pa'll be wondering.
Why don't you come to my house for supper? My sisters can't wait to meet you.
I better tell Pa first so he won't be worrying.
You can phone from our place.
We ain't got no phone yet. I'll run fast.
Natalie, I ain't sure how to tell you this.
You afraid I'm a ghost now? Do I got that haunted look?
If you're a ghost, I'm a girl. No, this is serious. There's been robberies in Otis.
Oh my. Is that why the police was at the park?
Yep, and they've been right here in Job's Fork.
You mean What? My pa ain't a thief, Swift. We gotta eat, that's all. Needing to eat won't get him off the hook. No, you don't understand. Them things is my ma's. All my ma's. You think my pa stole those things? How could you think that? I just put 2 and 2 together. Well, your 2 and 2 don't add up. We've been lugging them boxes of ma's things forever. I know every piece by heart. Ask me. The initials on the pocket watch, the name on the back of the silver tray, the numbers of cherries on the goblets, I know them all. They're what connects me to my mom. They're what gives me hope. Then why'd your pa sell your flute? We ain't got no money left. He sold one of ma's rings just to get here. Today he said we had to sell something more. I couldn't bear to lose more of ma's things, so I told him to take my flute instead. Don't you understand? I know you love your pa, but he's been rude to folks, swearing and name calling. He's gonna end up suspect. But pa? He ain't never mean with me. First, I learned my Gwynton kid is ghosts. Now everyone's thinking my pa's a thief. I ain't saying everyone. I'm just worried for you. He's my pa. He's all I got. Then find a way to fix this. Fix it? How? Well, my Bouvet-kin, always on the outside. And the Gwendons, they're gone. You ain't fated to misery. I don't believe that. I hope not, Swift.
A fire siren cuts through the night. They turn. Over Jig Hill, wild plumes of dark gray smoke rise, billowing, growing, swallowing the sky. Act 2, Scene 1. Setting, night. A distant fire siren wails. Smoke begins drifting over Jig Hill. At rise, Ronald Jensen barrels out his pickup, headlights slicing the dark.
Where's it at, Mr. Jensen?
Near the gas station. You two get over to Mr. Garring's. Don't go over the hill. You hear me? Don't go over the hill.
He tears off down River Road.
My pa! I gotta get back to my pa!
She bolts before Swift can stop her.
Natalie, wait! Please, wait!
She disappears into Ziegler's Pines, feet pounding the dark. Swift chases, losing sight of her in the zigzag rows, following the sound of her breath ahead of him. They break out of Ziegler's Pines and scramble up onto Jig Hill Road, just as Ma Odell appears at the crest.
Swift, turn around. Go to Mr. Garring's. It ain't safe. The girl, too. Stop her.
Natalie darts between them like an arrow.
She's running to get her pa!
It's too dangerous. The row houses are already burning down.
Ma, I'll get her.
Swift plunges into the smoke after her. Down the far side of Jig Hill, thick smoke, rising heat. Natalie races ahead. Swift is just behind her when a bony hand grabs him out of the dark.
Let go of me!
Still looking for your cat? You knocked the candlestick, Jack? My house is on fire. You done that?
No, let go!
A truck crests the hill. In the glare of the headlights, Mr. Finlay falters, stumbling into the ditch. The truck passes.
Mr. Bouvet!
The row houses, chaos, a blaze roars, firefighters shout, tenants flee.
Clear the end houses! Clear the end houses! Hoses on the station! Hoses on the station!
Mrs. Preble herds her children towards the creek. People stumble, coughing. Natalie's voice cuts through the noise.
He's not a thief!
Swift turns. Mr. Bouvet stands clutching a large box. 2 cops rush up behind him.
Drop the box! No! These are ours!
Drop it now.
Luann tries to grab Natalie, but Natalie slips away.
Pa, they got you wrong, Pa! Don't take our box. Those are my ma things. And don't take Pa. He ain't a thief.
A cop grabs Mr. Bouvet, starting to handcuff him.
No, it ain't my Pa.
She turns and runs, straight into the burning row houses.
No! Natalie! Come back! Get her! Get her! Get my girl! Get her out!
Natalie leaps over the collapsing porch and disappears inside the flames.
Pa, Natalie's in her house. We gotta get her out.
Hop turns to the firefighters.
There's a girl inside. Ladders to the back. Swift, get to the creek.
Swift refuses to leave. He runs to the back, looking up.
She's at the window.
Natalie appears, limp, smoke-stricken, holding a box. She pushes it out the window, then nearly collapses. Hop and Ronald Jensen brace a ladder. Mike Tuttle climbs quickly, grabs Natalie and hoists her over his shoulder. He descends, one rung, then another. A burst of flame explodes. The ladder buckles and falls forward. Tuttle hits the ground with Natalie atop him.
They're alive!
Ronald Jensen lifts them both, one under each arm, carrying them away from the blaze. Act 2, Scene 2. Setting, morning light, Garrett's farmhouse beneath the elm trees. At rise, morning settles over the porch as sleeping children stir. Swift, half awake, sitting up.
After the blaze, we followed Freddie Ziegler up Jake Hill like soldiers. I woke up on Mr. Garing's porch, clouds pushing up the morning like a hope fire pillow. A crow perched above us, reached into the light till it got too bright, and he flew off.
Natalie, what happened? Where is she?
The porch door creaks. Mr. Garing steps out.
Lands alive, porcupines and salamanders all over my porch. I'm making waffles. How many of you rascals? Looks like 7. Wash up and come on inside.
Inside the farmhouse, a flurry of voices fills the air.
Never seen a fire whip through a set of houses like that before, had you, Ronnie?
No, never like that. Never that fast.
Devil's hand, I say. Devil brought hell to earth. Set that fire up direct from the chambers below.
Now, Michael, don't go bringing the devil into it. There's no devil in Otis save the one who's been thieving, and they got that one locked up.
True enough. Pity for his girl, though. Pity for that one.
They took her to the hospital as soon as they found her. Swift, take Miss Finley a glass of water. Poor woman lost her place.
Swift approaches Violet Finley.
And up close, Violet Finlay looked one stop from skeleton, more vein than skin.
He hands her the water. Swift stumbles, trips over her purse. Cups crash.
Swift, hon, you all right?
I think so.
Violet lunges for the purse. The purse bursts open. Gold spills across the floor. Rings, chains, coins, jewels, a charm bracelet, a garnet ring, a pocket watch marked WG.
Lord, my garnet ring! Violet, you've got my ring! You've got all the gold right there! Are you the thief?
Liberty coins under saucers, pearls in the coffee. The pocket watch still tangled on the leg of a chair with the initials WG. Natalie's words came back to me. It ain't my paw. He got it wrong, Swift.
Violet crouches, knees popping, then springs up like a jack-in-the-box.
Step away from the broken cups and saucers!
She scoops the gold into her bag and dashes off.
Was she heading right or left?
Right!
Left!
I'll find out.
He runs outside, follows footprints.
Up. She's gone up Jig Hill.
Call the officer!
I'm on it.
He phones the police.
Yes, sir. Reporting the suspect. Violet Finlay. Stolen jewelry. No, sir. Not believed to be armed.
Armed? Oh, good Lord!
She faints. Ma revives her.
Folks, stay calm. Police are on her trail.
The screen door creaks.
Swift? Natalie? You okay? I reckon so. Just fainted from the heat. Swift, where's my paw?
Good to see you're fine, young lady. Don't expect you to remember me taking you from your window.
I don't remember much, but thank you. I want to explain why I ran back in the row houses.
No need for explaining, girl.
I be wanting to. You don't know me and my pa too well, but he ain't the man you seein'. He ain't a thief. Them things in our house, they was ours. They belong to my mom.
Your words ain't lost on us, Natalie. We got a new suspect.
Who?
She was living near you, Mrs. Finlay, Violet Finlay.
Officer Roscoe enters.
Morning, folks. Suspect picked herself up a motorcycle from Buddy Fisher's.
How'd she do that?
Told him her husband weren't well from the fire. He believed her.
You know where she's headed?
Likely to find her brother.
Brother? Well, who'd that be?
Hawk Strawhoffer.
The Hawk! Ain't he dead?
We're not sure. Man's been living outside the law a long time.
Officer, can I help you with a reading? Don't take but a few minutes.
Reading? You mean like a psychic reading?
Yes, I see pictures in my head, that's all. Can be useful in an emergency situation like we got.
Can't hurt. What do you need to do that?
Now, it helps to have something of the person we're looking for, but since we don't,
Mom, we got Mrs. Finley's water glass. The one she drank from?
bring it here, Swift.
He hands her the glass. Ma cups it in both hands, closes her eyes. Everyone leans in.
I'm seeing an old, rusted-out truck with 2 children in the back. The children are crouching on some old feed sacks. Maybe they're living inside the truck. Now a man's yelling at them, and he's scaring them, threatening to hit them. Rocky mountainside. Looks like Teardrop. Now the season's different. November, maybe. No leaves on the trees. Cold. The children are still there. Same truck. Older now. 14, 15. The man's yelling again, mostly at the girl. She's thin, like she ain't been eaten. There's a struggle between the boy and the man, right at the cliff edge. Oh, the boy pushes him and he's fallen. Gone. Now the girl's crying. Crying hard.
Mrs. Odell, are you seeing Violet? Where she went?
Now the girl is gone. She's an older woman. There she is, yes, Violet Finley. The woman is there on the same ledge where the old man fell, walking slowly back and forth, black purse in hand, there on Teardrop. That's where she is.
Her brother, Hawk, is he with her?
I see a hawk, but it ain't a person. Just a bird flying over the peak. Her brother must be dead. She's alone, tired, run ragged. She ain't armed, no guns. She's looking to escape. That's all. That enough, officers? I seen Violet Finley on Teardrop. You can find her there. Go with care. The cliffside is steep.
Thank you, Evelyn Odell. We'll be searching Schuylerville, way and up on Teardrop.
The officers exit quickly. A heavy silence settles over the room.
Mrs. Finlay, one sorry lady with a sorrier life story, thieving for what she'd been lacking. Folks always got their reasons, even for their bad ways.
Act 2, Scene 3. Setting, outside Garing's farmhouse. The police have just left. Late morning light warms the yard. At Rise, Natalie and Swift stand close to one another by the road.
Natalie, the jail's 4 miles towards Meriden. Maybe we can hitch a ride. Let's go together. Ronald Jensen said he's heading that way for a truck park. Let me ask him. Okay, Swift, it would be faster.
Moments later, Ronald Jensen waves them toward his glade green Ford.
Hop on in.
The truck sputters, gravel spinning left and right. It lurches, coughs, then putters out. They roll to a stop directly in front of the old Wyndham property.
She ain't behaving. Worn down from overuse.
Them potholes look as big as craters.
Just missing a shock or two. Springling's gone loose. I was hoping to pick him up today, but I'm not sure we'll make it. You're welcome to wait at our place. Day's heating up. I'll be working on the truck.
Natalie, how about we wait 5 minutes here? Someone's sure to drive by. I guess 5 minutes won't matter much, Swift.
A car pulls up behind them. A lanky man steps out.
Ronnie! How are you, buddy?
Jake? Good, good. Except my truck's choosing to rest on me. How you been?
Oh, can't complain. Working the canal locks over at Otoshona. Heard about the fire last night. Wanted to check on folks here.
Heck of a fire. Took all them houses by the station. Fortunately, everyone got out alive. This young girl here included.
Oh, glad you're all right.
Thank you.
Come on, let's get off the road. Hot out here. Shade's better under the pines. You got a minute, Ronnie? Then I can help you with your truck.
Got time. Truck needs a part. Might be you could give me a lift to town after?
Oh, sure I can. You kids need a lift somewhere?
They walk toward the tall grass toward the pines.
We need a lift to the jail, if you don't mind. We've got a relative in there we need to be seeing.
Oh, sorry to hear it, but sure I can take you. You're an Odell, ain't you? Your pa's Wayne?
Yes, sir. That's my pa. You know him?
Oh, heck yes. We go way back. Grew up here in Job's Fork same time he did. You're the spitting image of him. Name's Jacob Niblock. My pa, George, he were the caretaker here for Gwendon. I grew up in the little house over the backside, where Ned and Belinda Harmon live now, the Honeymakers.
Sure I know him. Almost our backside neighbors. Harmon Clover Cabin. Best honey you notice.
That's the place, all right. White clover, crimson clover, wild raspberry, horse mint, sage, alpha. Oh, that patch been a honeybee haven forever. Best place for growing up, too. Me and my brother Bobby always trailing behind Pa, helping out here in Gwendon. Still hard to believe this place burned down, ain't it, Ronald?
Sure is.
Pa never were the same after Gwynton Mansion burned. This place were his pride and joy. He were burdened for not finding the will. The hidden will. You remember them searching days, Ronald?
Sure do. Your pa and my pa must have dug up half the property searching. We were helping too, you remember?
That's right. Shame the only clue were torn in half. Remember that?
Yeah, something about a box under the house. That's all it wrote.
You're right. Note left by Miss Gwynton. Ripped and burned and soaked. I looked at it 100 times as a kid. It read, Claude, the will is hidden under the house. Never did know who Claude was. We dug for days, weeks, months where the house had been. Later, Pa thought maybe she buried it under the hogweed plants. Them hogweeds sting something fierce. He tried digging under them once, came home cussing something awful. Ma told him then and there to give up the searching, but he never did give up entirely. Every once in a while, he'd take me and Bobby and we'd go poke around some more. One morning, he woke us at the crack of dawn saying we was going to go digging under the hornbeam tree. But Ma heard him, set off a row between them. She was screaming, "What's next, George Niblock? The hornet's nest!"
The hornet's nest? Why is that, Mr. Niblock?
Oh, that's on account of it being another hoe word. You see, the note was cut off at the hoe. Naturally, Pa was first thinking house. Later, he thought hogweed, hornbeam. So Ma joked about the hornet's nest.
So you were searching for only things that start with hoe?
Yep, that's right. The hoe words. But other than the house, the hogweed, and the hornbeams, well, there weren't nothing more around.
Did you look under the horses then?
The horses? Well, no. They weren't keeping horses at Gwynton. There weren't no horses by that time.
No, I mean the merry-go-round horses over by the other side, by the pond. Swift told me they were part of the Gwynton land.
The merry-go-round horses on the other side?
Yes, the three little horses there. Swift and I was looking at them just yesterday.
Nobody ever thought about them horses, now did they, Ronnie?
Can't say they did. Maybe because they was on the other side. I think all our excavating was near the house.
Well now, Miss Natalie, if that ain't a novel thought. The horses. What do you say, folks? Should we go have a look?
You all right, Natalie? I'm feeling anxious to see my pa. He might not be knowing I survived the fire yet.
Oh, of course you is, girl. That's an understandable priority. How about I give you and Swift a lift to the jail on my way to dropping Ronnie at the part shop?
Thank you, sir. I'd be glad for that.
Act 2, Scene 4. Setting, Otis County Jail. Pine saw hangs in the air. Cement walls in a wrong-looking brown-orange. At rise, Natalie hesitates at the entrance of the visitor's room. Swift and Niblock wait beside her as a correctional officer looks on.
Natalie, you want to go in alone to see your pa?
No, sir. I want everyone to come in with me. I want my pa to know you.
That's fine. We're by your side.
They sit. Door opens. Paul Buffet enters, hair combed back. Swift blinks, unsure it's the same man.
Pa!
Natalie, my girl.
Pa, our place is gone.
Don't matter. You're what matters.
Pa, these are my friends. Swift and Odell and Jacob Niblock.
Nice to meet you. Glad you're both okay.
You keep showing up.
Pa, this is Swift Odell. He helped save me from the fire. Don't go teasing him. Come on. Mr. Bouvet, how are you helping your daughter if you got everyone in town thinking you're the devil incarnate?
The devil incarnate.
He pulls his shoulder back, ready to strike. Swift jumps onto a chair, gaining height. Natalie jumps onto a chair too, referee-like, fierce.
Pa, please stop. Swift's my friends. No, Pa, don't go further. Please, Pa, stop.
Get down, Natalie.
Not until you sit down and reason.
Niblock pulls out a chair. Beauvais sits. Natalie sits. Swift sits beside her.
I don't mean to be fighting with you, kid. Life threw me under the railroad tracks, unexpected. Lost my wife. Lost my work. When you're smashed like that. Sometimes you come up throwing tacks. I ain't proud of you.
I'm sorry for your losses, Mr. Bouvet.
Natalie takes her father's hand, gentle but firm.
Pa, I can help you with your manners. It's mostly just hello, please, and a lot of thank yous. Remember, you taught me that.
Bouvet looks at her, moved, trying to meet her halfway. The door opens. The correctional officer enters.
Paperwork's ready, Mr. Bouvet. You're set for discharge. You can meet your family out front in about 10 minutes.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, mister.
Thank you.
Act 2, Scene 5. Setting, River Road, late morning. At rise, Swift and Gundy walk their bikes on River Road, heading down towards the flat rock.
You was with Miss Finlay before she got caught? Yep, helping out at Mr. Garrett's. I went to give her a glass of water, and she gave me a look that could freeze the Arenda in August. That crab apple. Were you nervous? You can say that again. So nervous I tripped and hit my head. Knocked her purse clean off the marble table. Oh, brother, what happened next? Next thing I remember, Mrs. Tuttle was yelling, "That's my garnet ring! Violet, you got my ring! Are you the thief?" Shoot. Then what? Mrs. Finley was bouncing like a ball in a game of jacks, grabbing what she could from her spilled out purse. Then she hollered, "Watch out for the broken cups," and snatched her bag. She were off like that, like a flying weasel on a greased pan. A weasel on a greased pan? Off where? Up Jig Hill. I seen her footprints and told Mr. Gehring. He called Officer Roscoe. Turns out she conned Buddy Fisher into lending her a motorcycle. Told him her husband had to get to the hospital. She took off on a motorcycle? Like the Witch and the Wizard of Oz, only faster. Where'd she go? Teardrop. Teardrop? That must have been Harry. You better believe it. But hold on, there's more. Her brother was Hawk Stropoffer. What? Hawk Stropoffer? You kidding me? Not kidding at all. Turns out she and the Hawk lived in a brutal existence up there as kids.
They hop back on their bikes, zip to the flat rock, then lie back on the warm stone.
So the will might be under them carousel horses? Maybe. Or another hoe word. You know, like hog nuts or horsemen. Or hot dogs or honey buns. Lot of hoe searching ahead. The stomach's growling. Hey, Mr. Gehring's holding the gathering today. Let's go.
Lights shift to Mr. Gehring's place. On the porch, Mr. Bouvet and Ronald Jensen sit talking easy as old neighbors. They nod as the boys pass. Swift and Gundy enter the kitchen. Beverly Gray cuts brownies. Natalie stirs iced tea. Mr. Gehring battles a horsefly with a neon orange fly swatter.
Hi, Natalie. This is my friend Gundy. Nice to meet you. Likewise. Glad you're all right. Must have been one scary night. You mean the fire? Most of it went out of my memory, but I'm glad to be alive. We're lucky to be staying at the stoplight. Thanks to Mrs. Gray.
Don't mention it, honey. You stay just as long as you need. It's a pleasure having you and your pa.
Smack! Mr. Gehring misses the fly and knocks his calendar pages into the fan.
Just grab me Sunday, boys. I need my day of rest.
Natalie turns off the fan. The kids scramble, collecting pages.
You three is faster than the Olympic relay team. Now come on, let's have a treat. We got a fiddling event to get to.
They enjoy brownies and iced tea.
Swift, Darla's got something for Natalie to wear. Take her on home with you.
Sure thing.
We'll get you new clothes this week, honey. Keep your chin up.
Natalie smiles and lifts her chin, revealing her dimple. Swift notices. A small caravan of cars and trucks winds its way up the steep mountain roads toward Wixton. Kids laughing, singing, sliding into one another around the bends. They stop beneath two giant weeping willows.
You kids know what tanners did?
Tan animal skins?
That's right, Gundy. They used tannic acid from bark. Near wiped out the whole forest doing it.
How'd the hemlock survive?
Couldn't get acid from trees under 4 feet, so they ignored them. When the tanners left, the young ones carried on. Now, there were other kinds of business up there too, what some folks call illicit business. Moonshiners, brewing whiskey and stills, bootleggers smuggling it out of the hills. One moonshiner, Scott Gibson, ran off from New York City, but his wife, Hatchet Hannah, came a-hunting. She's dug up 100 barrels of his moonshine and took her hatchet to every one of them. Gibson clung to a barrel and got washed away in his own whiskey. Hatchet Hannah fled in the mountains and was never found.
Why was everybody fearing her?
She left hatchet marks on barn doors. Families hung up horseshoes and hex signs trying to turn the trouble over. Didn't matter none. Come nightfall, folks heard her chopping. Chop, chop, chop.
You think she's still up there?
They say a logger named Nathan Reese made a scarecrow looking like Scott Gibson, and he propped it up on a rain barrel. Hannah thought her husband would turn, and she left the hills for good. Ain't nobody heard her since chopping since 1946.
Lights burst into color, music, crowd noise, festival energy rising. A man in a red plaid shirt and black bow tie leaps onto the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, one and all, welcome to the awesome Oneida County Summertime Fiddler's Fest. And do we have one spectacular show for you tonight? Give a hand to our very own Naughty Vine Boys.
The crowd roars. 5 musicians take their places.
Warm 'em up, boys.
The crowd jigs, even Gundy with his 2 left feet.
Who's got a brown-eyed girl? If you got a pretty brown-eyed girl and you can jig, come on up.
Forced with complaint, Bouvet lifts Natalie onto the platform.
And she's a Shady Grove. Play it, boys.
Natalie and Paul Bouvet jig. Everybody joins in. The music winds down. The crowd drifts towards the food tables. Swift and Mr. Gehring stand in line together.
Son, you got dancing finesse. Light on your toes, your pa was a saying. As I recall, that's how we caught your ma. Hooked her up on a reel. An Irish reel, that is.
Pa asked Ma to marry him while they were dancing. Took him 3 tries to hook arms with her. First it was Evelyn, then Will You, then Marry Me. The song ended before she could answer. Had to wait for 3 more tunes. Pa once told me in the Irish graveyards you can still hear the dead jigging in their tombstones. What do you think of that?
He's right, of course. Matter of fact, I once heard him tapping right down in Bittersweet. Tapping a hornpipe. Had half a mind to let him out, only I feared they wouldn't want to get tucked back in. Imagine the mess. Bones dancing loose in odors.
That'd be a nuisance, all right. Dancing bones on the loose. Imagine.
Natalie appears out of the dark.
Dancing bones and Otis?
Why, yes, Miss Natalie. Swift and I was just conferring on what to do if you hear bones tapping from the gravestones. I say better leave 'em then. Let 'em loose. Would you be agreeing?
Tapping bones from gravestones. I'd be tapping back, see what they're wanting.
And if they were wanting out,
No harm in a little moonlight dancing, long as they promise to go back. Why, Mr. Gehring, you could always sing them a lullaby to put them bones back to sleep.
Sing them loans of a lullaby? No, that's a dandy idea, Miss Natalie. Might just do the trick.
The glow of the festival dissolves into night. Mr. Gehring truck rattles down the road from Wixton. Light rain begins.
tell us again about them tapping bones in Bittersweet, Mr. Gehring.
Well now, first time I heard him tapping out a hornpipe, I looked over at the graves of Mr. Bitter and Mr. Sweet. And I swear, boys, them stones creaked half an inch toward each other like they was fixing to jig.
Them stones move?
They did, Gunga did. Must be them 2 men wanted to dance together one last time.
Natalie said she'd be tapping back, see what they was wanting.
She's a daring girl, that Natalie. Some folks is more comfortable with the other side. Me, I'd rather go a fishing.
Me too.
How about you, Swift boy? Bone dancing or a fishing pole?
I'd want to see Natalie jigging the hornpipe in the moonlight, no matter who her partner was.
Well now, love will take you places you never dreamed of. My old wife, Flaw, she once had me drive near all the way to the Carolinas for a pecan pie.
A pie?
That's right. Said she couldn't be herself without Aunt Dora's recipe. and Aunt Dora couldn't read nor write, so I drove Flora 555 miles one way and 555 back.
That's over 1,000 miles.
1,110 to be exact. Gave up cigarettes 3 months to save the gas money. Never took 'em up again, saved my pipe. Maybe I ought to thank that pie.
Well, how'd it taste?
Truth to tell ya, I got myself a Yankees palate. I like my pies with them simple things, like apples, pumpkins, or wild berries. Pecans too sweet for me. Maybe that's why Flora left. Wrote me a note. Heading south for a better life. Goodbye, Billy. That was all.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gary.
Weren't a picnic, missed her for a spell, but heartaches wear off. One spring morning I was sitting on my porch with a cup of coffee, looking at the dew on the grass. Saw the first crocuses, lilac blue, white, yellow, prettiest trio I ever seen. Took that feeling right inside me. Nature's remedy.
Think everybody has to have one in their life, Mr. Gary?
Most of us mortals get a dose of trouble. I do believe so. Sooner or later, calamity comes to town, tosses you out like a little ball in a big tornado. Turns yourself upside down, just like them poor sheep stuck in that truck on Route 9 in Flipsiswa. When you're up in the air or trapped in the slats, you gotta hold on tighter. Sooner or later, you'll drop back down. Don't matter if it's all gone. You're gonna start all over.
Like Natalie and her pa?
That's right, Gundy. Them rose houses was no place to be living. Now the Bouvets and the Prebbles and all them others got all of us in Otis to help them up again. Truth is, we should have helped them long before.
But what about the Finlays? Was thieves getting second chances?
That's a darn good question, Swift. Violet Finlay, from what I'm hearing and what your ma was seeing, grew up neglected, fed on contempt, not affection. Easy to grow crooked when nobody ever loved her. She might do well to serve some time, then start all over. What we can give her is our understanding.
And Mr. Finlay?
We never know his story, but I guess his life soured on him, and he turned like vinegar, acerbic.
Acerbic? What's that?
Fancy word for nasty. That man's joy, if ever he had any, went out to sea. He'll need to voyage out to find it. Still possible. Plenty of sinners worse than Zeb Finlay found their way back to morality.
They ride in silence a while, listening to the wipers and watching bugs flicker in the headlights.
Out of the mountains and into the swamp. Good thing I got you Boy Scouts with me in case we run into crocodiles. You know what to do then, don't you?
Run like their tails is on fire?
I would never tease them and keep your distance.
The Green County sign appears as they roll back into Otis. Mr. Gehring sings out.
Oh, 'tis Otis.
We rounded the bend to Jove's Fork. The red gas pumps stood solemn as old lookout cars at the foot of Jig Hill. Pop's Ivanhoe was glowing over the door, and Luann's geraniums were spilling out of that chipped lamp she hung upside down for good luck. Mr. Gehring slowed as we came up on what used to be the row houses. All that was left was charred beams jutting out at haphazard angles like a busted picket line. The air smelled heavy, rain mixed with ash.
Crocodiles!
Where, Mr. Gehring?
Right in front of us. Something scurried in them bushes by St. Agnes. Hold on, boys. They's out tonight.
He stomps the gas.
Don't worry, boys. We're safe up here. Out of the tropics.
We're under the raccoon.
A raccoon, a rascal, more likely. I seen him before. Raccoon tails on cracked leather bodies, cracked crocodile teeth, raccoon mask. They can scare a real raccoon clear to Alaska.
All the way to Alaska?
All the way, boy. Heard they got a whole colony up there. Learn themselves ice fishing. But now they worry about polar bears. Raccoons from Otis County is a polar bear's delicacy. Well, now you two nuttabutters, there he is.
He pulls into Swift's drive.
I'm gonna wait right here with my lights on till I see you're inside.
Thanks, Mr. Gehring.
You're welcome. Good night now.
The boys scramble through beams of light.
You think Roscoe turned up for an animal call, Swift? Yup. Mr. Gehring told me he once had a bear in his kitchen, and he called the station. A bear? For real? Ate half a pecan pie. Must have been Flores.
They settle into their beds.
We propped the windows open, just an inch, just in case. The night air smelled like rain and pine needles. For a time, I thought about crocuna rascals, jiggling bones and bittersweet. But then my mind drifted to Natalie, dancing in Darla's apricot-colored dress, her laughter soft as a summer river breeze. Things was getting better. Things was coming right. And in that quiet moment, I felt her presence, and I knew she were all right.
Somewhere far off, a lone fiddle plays. Act 3, Scene 1. Setting. Morning at the gas station. A brand new icebox sits beside everybody's bench. At Rise, Pa's truck pulls in with Swift and Gundy.
Well, I'll be. Would you look at that? I was got myself a new icebox. Come on, boys. Let's take a look.
Swift and Gundy hop out, running to the gleaming box. Snow-capped blue letters shine down the sides.
Job's Fork, Otis County ain't never gonna be the same. We're living in a brand new era.
Pop finishes pumping gas and strolls over.
You like my new box, boys?
Sure do.
Would you boys like to try that ice out? I got pictures of lemonade.
I don't think any of us will turn down a cool drink of lemonade today.
Coming right up.
Pop pulls out a fresh bag of ice. Luann returns with a tray of tall glasses. Swift and Gundy drop cubes in and listen to them fizz. Hop suddenly hollers toward the road.
Ronnie! Where you been? Ain't seen you all week.
Ronald Jensen pulls up in his green truck. He steps out slowly, retrieves an old red toolbox with a big padlock, and sets it on everybody's bench.
Nice looking box you got, huh?
Lemonade, Ronnie.
Don't mind if I do. Thank you, Luann.
That your toolbox, Ronnie?
Nope, but I'm thinking this box might have answers.
Oh, what sort of answers?
I was thinking about the searching we had back in the day.
Searching? What was we searching for that time? I recall a few searches. Earthworms for one.
Earthworms is always good searching. But I'm meaning the searching for the Gwendon Will.
Gwendon. What was it with the sound of that name? Mom once said some families had signatures, or family style that kept passing down. We, the Odells, had the Irish O giving us bounce. We could always get back on our feet. At least Pa said so. But Gwendon? Gwendon had a mystery signature. Gwendon never stopped casting its spell.
Well, now, Ronnie, where did you find the box?
Half buried under the Gwendon merry-go-round.
Oh, when was that, Ronnie?
Must have been 30-some years ago. One of them times Ma had me fetching lilacs over at Gwendon. Near tripped on the top of it walking around the little horses. Figured it was a worker's toolbox. Thought Pa might use it, so I brought it home. But sitting in our garage ever since. Pa must have forgot about it and never got around to finding it. His bolted cutters.
Why, I got some bolt cutters in my truck, Ronnie. Hold on a minute.
Pa heads off. Just then, Mr. Gehring pulls up, calling out before he's even out of the truck.
Heard you got yourself a brand new icebox, huh?
Oh, sure do. Take a look.
Land alive, if it ain't the best looking icebox I ever laid eyes on. Congratulations.
Oh, we're darn happy about it, Willie. And now we got even more excitement with this here red mystery box Ronnie brought.
Great Scott, what you got in the mystery box, Ronnie?
Could be rusty tools, Willie. Or it could be a treasure chest.
A treasure chest?
Could be, Willie.
Pa returns with bolt cutters.
These should do the job.
Pa positions the cutters on the padlock while everyone holds their breath. Pa holds the bolt cutters. Ronald rests a hand on the box.
Wait, Pa, if that box might got the Gwendon Will, shouldn't Natalie and her Pa be here?
I'd say you're right, Swifty. Ronnie, we got time.
We got time. I say we do.
I'll ring the stop right.
Criminy. Tell them to be quick, Luann. I ain't been in this much of a hurry since the day they found that tunnel underneath St. Agnes. They was planting railroad bushes out front, just a regular spring morning when the shovel hit a grate. Thought it was a rock at first, but no sir, it was a door. The door led to a tunnel, and that tunnel, well, it was stuffed with Civil War relics, silver, gold coins, whole trove of them, all sitting in the Maryton Museum now.
What year was that, Willie?
Back in 1910, when I was 10 myself, last time I ever laid eyes on an automobile. Mayor from Maryton drove over in a brand new Buick just to see the treasure. After that, I tipped my hat to St. Agnes every time I passed. Figured she was guarding that treasure. And wouldn't you know, about half the girls born that year ended up named Agnes.
You ever been fond of one of them Agneses, Willie?
Fond of one? Why, heck, I was fond of all of them. But Agnes Green, now she once brought me an albino squirrel. Came up my porch steps in a drop waist dress with a green sash and a ribbon to match. One in a million, that squirrel. And maybe the girl, too.
Officer Roscoe pulls up.
Officer Roscoe, good to see you.
Just stopping by for a bite. Luann, you still making that rhubarb pie?
You're in luck. I baked one this morning. Come on in. We're celebrating the new one.
Shiny as a new dime. Might start eating lunch here myself instead of down at the station.
He disappears inside. Moments later, Beverly Gray's Ford Falcon screeches in. Bev, Natalie, and Bouvet hop out.
Holy hog of nations, are we waiting for the moon to drop, or are we gonna open that red toolbox?
Everyone gathers tight. The pod positions the bolt cutters on the padlock. He squeezes, then snap, and the lock falls open. Ronald lifts the lid halfway.
Ronnie, what you seeing? You look like you've seen a jewelry box ballet dancer in there.
Natalie stands on one toe and spins a pirouette. Applause. Ronald lifts the lid fully.
Papa, say law, say law.
Act 3, Scene 2. Setting, Swift's bedroom. Night. Moonlight through hickory branches. At rise, Swift bolts upright in bed, breath quick.
Selah, Selah. Natalie's words woke me from my sleep.
He
I
swings.
tried to recall the dream.
Lights shift. The dream house appears behind him. A grand room with a wide stone hearth. Bookshelves from floor to ceiling. Old paintings, antiques, artifacts glowing in the warm firelight. Swift and Natalie stand together in the dream. A creak above and the soft sound of footsteps. The great door opens. A blinding beam of light floods the room. A girl appears, 8 or 9 years old, in a white petticoat with lace, long, wavy, dark hair, soft, docile face. She does not see them. The girl glides to the bookshelf, reaches high, and pulls down a leather-bound book. The book floats through the air and lands gently on the table before Swift and Natalie. The girl vanishes. Natalie touches the book's cover, dark blue leather with a golden moon and musical notes engraved upon it.
Claude Debussy. Who's he? Listen.
Claire de lune fills the air. Moonlight pours through a large bay window, bathing the room in a soft gold. In the glow, a scroll appears, floating. It is tied with a slightly tattered, pale blue satin ribbon.
By golly, it was the same scroll Ronald Jensen lifted from the toolbox.
Natalie reaches towards it, eyes shining.
Say law, say law.
The dream dissolves, lights fade back to Swift's bedroom. Swift stands by the window, moonlight on his face. The curtain sways like a ghostly petticoat.
It wasn't so strange after all. The Gwynton, they held on. Mr. Gehring, well, he said that too. Sometimes life throws you up like a little ball in a big tornado. You gotta hold on tighter.
He closes his eyes. Moonlight settles over him. The end.